What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Retro Bowl Only Throw, where no injuries currently, and we have, coming off of a conference loss, we have yet another conference game against the bottom of our division, but our division is very competitive at the moment. If we lose this one, we move to the bottom, and Tampa moves to essentially second or third in the division, or we move down if we lose, and there's a chance we can move up if we win. Well, no, not even that. We'd stay the same if we won, but it still makes a bit more competitive here in the conference. Very competitive here early. See what Tampa has in store for us. We are 500 on the season, meaning we've won as many games as we've lost, and as the title says, I am looking to break that and move to a winning record. And it's going to be a hard one here against Tampa. I've always struggled with conference rivals. They've always been tougher matchups than they seem to be for me. No matter what, I've always struggled with conference rivals. They're my kryptonite is pretty much what they are. While I can get over it and struggle through it, it just, for some reason, I tend to lose more conference games than any other game. I think if you look at my record throughout the conference, out of every single time I've played, I have a losing record against conference rivals, more than likely, or it's about 500. So it's a 50-50 shot I win this, but majority of the time I lose, or at least I think I lose a majority of the time. Also, I kind of forgot this was the only throw and I was only allowed to throw, and I was thinking about running there for a minute. I know I've said that in multiple videos, but it is very true. There are multiple times throughout these videos where I want to run the football, and I nearly forget what the entire challenge of this series is, and I nearly mess up a lot. Well, let's see what we can do here on the return. About the same spot as the last return. I was hoping for better. It doesn't look like we have the best odds of winning here, but I'm still going to fight through. Of course, no running means I can't run with a quarterback. I don't even know if I've ever attempted to run with a quarterback in this series. If I have, maybe I made that rule and thought it was fine to run with the quarterback. I don't know. I don't know how I set that rule for myself. I know technically I could change it at any moment. I'm the one who set the rules for the series. I'm sure a bunch of people would complain, but especially the person who requested this series. It's actually the only series I've been requested. All the other ones I came up on my own. But this was the only one that was requested ever, and it actually wasn't a bad request. Which someone did request that I do Retro Bowl College, but I had already planned to do Retro Bowl College at some point anyways, so I don't count that one as much of a request because it was already an idea for me. I just hadn't gotten to the point of downloading the game. Is pretty much where that one lies. Also, I have zero time here in the pocket. I forget how frustrating it is having so little time to throw the football, because I don't know. I mean, this one is the only one where I actually invested in the O-line, and for some reason I feel like it made it worse. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree. It does seem like the pressure gets in a lot quicker. I don't know if that has something to do with them just being not that great of O-linemen. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I sure hope it doesn't, because then that just means I'm screwed pretty much. I mean, I could get rid of them. It's just, I don't see the point at the moment. Oh, they do get ball at half. This is an interesting situation here. We're very much set up to lose. I think I'm going to toss it up there. Oh, interception. Oh, wonderful. They're going to get a field goal in. Okay, well, I didn't see the defender running across the screen. I don't know how, but I went blind. And I don't know. I saw the defenders that were behind that one, but I didn't think nothing much of them. I just thought, oh, I'll throw over top of them. I guess they would have intercepted it anyways, but dang. I think I'd screwed myself there. I think I would have had a chance if it wasn't for that. I might still have a chance. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hope our non-existent defense can actually do something. And by non-existent, I mean if you watch the beginning of the video, you would know that I quite literally have no defensive players. And that block broke right as I got there. Thank you. You're such a good offense. I should have invested more on defense. I mean, I invested in offense because I thought, well, if I just invest in offense, next season I can invest in defense. And offense will already be good, but this offense is terrible. I'm going to be honest with you. It's terrible. I think the reason for that is because the majority of the draft was running backs and quarterbacks, which I did get a quarterback, but I don't allow myself to use a running back strictly for the reason that I would end up running the football on accident, because I see no star above the running back there, and I always, 100% of the time, don't want to do that. I can tell you that just from, well, my personal standpoint. I don't want to throw to a, or use a no-star QB, not QB, running back, because, I don't know, they're just not good. They're terrible. They're worse than a one-star that has one bar on everything. It's I don't know, it's not even worth a yard. And defense, and they scored a 2-point just because I did. But they didn't even need to do that. I scored a 2-point because it put me in the game. They scored a 2-point just so they could rub it in my face. They're such a great team, man. Right now, what I would have to do is I'd have to score, get an onside, and both times have to score a 2-point to tie, I think. Let me think here. So if I get a touchdown, that's 28. No, I can't even tie it. 2 touchdowns and a 2-point doesn't tie it. I would need a touchdown, onside, touchdown, onside, and then a field goal, and I'd win by 1. That seems so worth it, you know? And it seems like it could definitely happen. Not. It definitely won't happen, I can tell you that much. Especially now, because he tipped it right to the defense. What do I do about that? I can't do anything. Oh, I hate this team. Can I switch teams? No one's even going to want me. That's the problem. Is after this, all teams are going to look at me and think, he's just as bad as the last one. Moving on. He's not the next coming of Andy Reid or Bill Belichick. He won't somehow take some nobody QB and make them something. I say Mahomes was a nobody because, well, he just wasn't that big of a prospect. I think they took him the second round is when Patrick Mahomes was drafted, which seems insane considering what he's done, but I mean Tom Brady was pretty much undrafted. And Brock Purdy, well, he's made a Super Bowl, and he was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the very last pick. So, at this point, it doesn't really matter where you've been drafted. Just the fact that you've been drafted is enough to say, I'm a good player. I'm just take the field goal and take the XP for the kicker. If he can make it. Oh, he can definitely make it. That's just a... Why not? I'll try an onside. Why not? For morale boost. That isn't going to happen. So Tampa does move up. New Orleans loses, and since we beat New Orleans, they actually go below us. And the funny thing is while it looks like we're not in the race, we are actually very much in the race. All I gotta do is win one game, Detroit loses, and I'm in the race. That's pretty much what it is. And also, it's very early in the season. It's only 5 games out of 18, right? 18 games. I'll praise the coaching because the players already maxed out. And that's Gesicki. 2 interceptions. That's what killed us. Let's see here. I think if they can get open faster, all the better. I'm gonna go range for the kicker. This is a good kicker. How did I get away with drafting this guy? For $5 million for 2 years? Dang, that's a lot for a kicker actually. Most kickers get paid $2 million a year, which is still a lot of money, but $5 million a year is something you'd expect from like Justin Tucker, which I guess this guy kind of is on the same level, just not. Justin Tucker and Younghoe Koo, probably the best kickers to ever do it. Yeah, this team sucks. And it's full of rookies. Entirely full of rookies. How did I get so many picks? I think majority of these were 3rd round picks. Let's see. So quarterbacks weren't that good because, well, if this was the best one there was, which he's actually really good, don't get me wrong. Also stats, have I ever rushed with the quarterback? I have. So I guess I allowed it? Why would I allow that? That's running. I don't know. Maybe I did it when I wasn't thinking. I don't know. I guess I won't allow it no more. I don't remember doing that though. I remember there were a ton of tight ends. This one happened to be the best of them all. And I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. There were no receivers, which is what I needed. These 2 were the best, but they were both 2nd round picks. There were no quarterbacks because he was a 2nd round pick as well, or maybe a 1st. I don't know. And all these were 3rd round picks. The kicker was a 2nd round. I remember that much. Yeah, all these O-linemen are terrible. Well, this one's pretty good. This one's not. I got 1 good O-lineman, and the other 2 were meh. I could throw them in a garbage can and feel no pain. Although we got the 4-1 Kansas City Chiefs in the next one. Let's see where they're at. Oh, I didn't want to look at that. Where are they at throughout everyone? We're in the NFC, so I can't even see them here. They are not even head of their division. Who's in their division? Miami. So one of the top teams in the NFL, pretty much, is what we're going against. Okay, scary. but it's Kansas City. I'm sure I can beat them. They're not a conference rival, so. But anyways, I'm done rambling. I'm going to end the video here. So if you enjoyed, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you know when and what I upload. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.